Hello, all my merrymakers, and welcome to another Merrymaking Monday. I am your host, Becca. For everybody coming back, thank you so much. For everybody new here, welcome. Merrymaking Mondays are all about tutorials. Me teaching you how to make something, usually crochet or knitting related, hence the hook and needle in the jingle. And today we are finally finishing the Oolong Tea Shawl by Red Teapot Atelier. Now, one of the things I noticed, it's a little harder to find which row you're on because of the way I've done the titles for the videos. So I'm going back and I'm reformatting those tiles so it's a little bit easier to search by row number. Thank you for that input. I forget who said that, and when I saw what they were talking about, I agree wholeheartedly. And for anybody who is looking to start this project, I forgot to say at the very beginning that the author suggested about 1,200 meters. Now, depending on the weight of your yarn, you're going to either need more or less. So, but that's a good jumping off point. We will, for this tutorial, I have been using Lion Brand ice cream yarn, and I will have used 4 skeins of Lion Brand ice cream yarn, which has 360 meters. So still right around 1,200 meters, a little bit more. So there you go. We technically only have 2 rows left to the written pattern. And at the end of this video, I am going to show you how to add a picot edging should you wish. I think it adds a really nice touch to some shawls. We'll see whether or not it looks good on this shawl. So without further ado, grab your hook, grab your project. Let's get this puppy finished. Okay, row 55. Oh, that's not my crochet hook, is it? Whoops. Alright, that's my crochet hook. They were right next to each other. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the pattern. Alright, so it starts off with chain 1 and then single crochet into the first stitch. And then it says chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, then it starts with the repeat. It says single crochet between the 2 middle double crochet below. I'm going to assume it's talking about here. And then it says to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then it says into the single crochet below, so that's here, we are putting 1 double crochet, chain 1, and then another double crochet. And then the repeat ends with chain 3. So I'm going to repeat it again just to show you. 1 single crochet between the 2 middle double crochet below, that's here. Chain 3. One, 2, 3. That. And then into the single crochet below, which is here, We're going to put 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. Now that's how it reads. I'm going to see something real quick. My phone is a little further away than I expected. It helps to actually read the pattern. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. So I'm having to reshoot because I misread the pattern. And I didn't realize it until I was doing the middle part of the next row. So here we are in the single crochet space before the chain 2 space. And into the middle chain 2 space we put 1 double crochet, chain 1, and put 1 other double crochet. And that's a bit different from what we've been doing. And so, whoops, need to go back. I forgot to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. If you're interested on learning how to read charts, because a lot of what I'm able to do is because I can read charts, please let me know. I can do a tutorial on how to read charts. And then chain 3, and you're ready to start the second part, or the second half. This was part 2. So the second half, which starts with part 3 of row 55. All right. Now we start immediately with the repeat of chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That doesn't make sense. Hold on. It says to chain 3, but so should there be a chain 3 here? Yes, there should be. So maybe do count the single crochets. So 1, 2, 3. Then the middle space. As you can tell by my confusion, I did not initially count the chain spaces. So there you go. An argument to count the chain spaces. Alright. So chain 3. And then into the single crochet, we're going to do 1 double crochet, chain 1, and then a second double crochet. Chain 3, and then into the middle space in between the middle double crochets, you're going to put a single crochet. Alright, and that is the end of the repeat, and it says to do that until the last shell. Alright, so I will do that and we will meet you there. Alright, so I will admit I stopped right here because I wasn't 100% sure where to go next, and so I thought maybe you might not know either. So this is the 2 double crochets going into the single crochet space here. We still chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and now pretend like this is a 3 set of double crochets, even though this is a triple, and we're going into the middle space here between the 2 double crochets. Then we chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and then in the top of that triple crochet we do a single crochet, making sure we go through, if you can, both loops. And that is the end of row 55. Okay, just as a reminder, you have 37 single crochets, 72 double crochets, and we learned that counting the chains does help. So get ready, because you have 255 chains. As soon as I verify that myself, I'll meet you for row 55. Alright, here we are, folks, the last official row of this pattern. Alright, we are going to start with a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the first stitch we are going to do a double crochet, that says chain 1, 2 double crochets, so 1, 2, and then we chain 1 and do 2 more double crochets, all in that first stitch. 1, 2. Alright, now we skip 3, which is essentially this chain 3 space here, and then we start with the repeat of 1 single crochet into this single crochet. Now we skip 3, the chain 3 space, into this V space. We're going to do 3 sets of double crochets. No, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Let me just walk you through it. So, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 1, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 1, 2 double crochets. So very similar to the fans that we did in row 54. Skip 3, the chain 3 space, and single crochet. Now it says to repeat that until the last chain space before the middle. I will meet you there. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of fun editing this and laughing at myself later. 400 years later. Okay, so we're finally at the middle part again after tearing it out I don't know how many times. Alright. So here we are in the V-stitch, and there goes my stitch marker, right before the middle space. I almost called it a chain 2 middle space, but it's not a chain 2 middle space. And as you can see, there's no single crochet to attach this to. That is because instead of attaching to a single crochet, sorry, I forgot to project. Instead of attaching to a single crochet, you're going to go right into this middle chain space and you're going to do another fan as we have been doing. So that's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 1, and then a last set of 2 double crochets. Alright. Now, according to the instructions, not including the 6 double crochets in the middle, which we just did, each side should have 221 double crochets, 36 single crochets, and 74 chains. As soon as I verify that myself, we will finally work on the second half of this last row. Oh, we're halfway there. Alright guys, here we go. So we just did the center part where we did our fan. There's no single crochet to attach to, so we go into the V-stitch and start doing another fan, which consists of the 3 sets of double crochets. So there's 1 set, chain 1, that's 1, that's 2, that's the second set, chain 1, that's 1, that's 2, and that is the third set, and then you single crochet into the single crochet. And according to the instructions, of course my phone reset, you are going to continue to that until the second to last single crochet. I will meet you there. Okay. So here I am, right before the last single crochet. This is the second to the last single crochet. This is where they told us to stop. And then into the top of the last single crochet, we're going to do another fan. But this fan, instead of having 6 double crochets, we'll have 5 double crochets. So there's 2, chain 1, there's 3, There's 4. And there is, come on, there is 5. Now instead of the last one being a double crochet, here's where you put that triple crochet. And that is officially the end of this row and this shawl. Before you cut and bind off, definitely double check to make sure you have 221 double crochets, not including the 6 double crochets in the center stitch. And if you want to, stick around and I'll show you how to add a picot edging. In case you're ever wondering, yes, I do actually count. These are all my marks from counting my 20s. Alright, real quick, show you how to do a type of picot edging. Just as a note here, you do not have to put picot edging on it. Sometimes it makes the shawl look nicer. It's definitely a personal call. The one I prefer is the 3 picot edging. You chain 3, 1, 2, 3. You go literally into that same space. And then you single crochet 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, and then you just do the same thing again. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, go into that same space with a single crochet, and then single crochet in the next 3. Now there are obviously bigger picot edges that you can do. Like I said, this one just happens to be my favorite. I am not going to do that on the edge of this shawl for many reasons. But just as a heads up, before you do any picot edging, it does eat a lot of yarn. So make sure you have plenty of yarn before you start your picot edging. All right, my merry makers, finally the end of the Oolong Tea Shawl. Sorry this one took so long. If you watch my What You're Working On Wednesdays, you know that I had a lot of problems at the end with my own shawl. Like, whew. If you enjoyed this video, this series, give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below, especially if there's a particular project or stitch that you would like to learn. I would love to give that to you. The next Merry Making Monday I have in my brain is to do a cable knit hat, much smaller project, emphasizing on the knit part since this one was so crochet heavy. I hope that you will join me for my other videos such as Tidy Tuesday and Things We're Working On Thursday. In the meantime, make whatever makes you merry. Ciao! This is not looking right to me. Did I do something wrong? I did do something wrong. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that.